We're here to solve this cave by Worms of Can called Twister. And my eye's drawn a little bit at the start towards these threes that are on the end of these things. For instance, this three always take one of the cells to the left or to the right to connect to the six, which means we can mark in some cells with X's around these clues, which are places we can't take both of those cells. And this will also be true on the right of this three. And I think those are all the places I would mark at the start. What that does is this X to the right of this 8 means that this 8 can only take as many as one cell here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That now is closing off part of the grid around this corner. So that will be useful. It also means we can't take this cell near the 3. This 9 now is also constrained around this 3. And this is a case where actually you can't take all those then 3 in a row. So I guess here are some other places we can mark this off, like this X and this X. This 9 then has to go horizontal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Joins to the 7. That means this 9 has to take 2 vertical cells, regardless of what the 7 does. And it only can take those 2 vertical cells. So the 7's not able to take vertical cells. It has to come over here, and it is finished. This gets marked in for node checkerboard. This gets completed. So this 4 is taken. This 5 is taken, needs to take this to get completed. This is to keep the cave extending out. This is to get that extending out. Do we know some more about these other numbers? Well, this 5 has to take at least these coming down. The 6 has to take at least this coming down. That means the cave is going to be escaping like so. One thing to see maybe at this point is that we have an issue with the checkerboard pattern if this 3 comes down 1. So we have an on-off pattern near an X and an on-off pattern near X. You don't want to take the opposite color. So on here with off here is an issue. So this can't come down, it has to come over. And in doing that, we actually finish out what this 4 clue is. The 6 is all vertical, it's got 4 cells. You could take a 5th, but it really needs to take 2 together, which is why it has to come down. That completes this. This 5 has 2 cells, could be 3, 4, 5, but in doing that, it finishes out. This 7 is finished in the current stage. 3 over to here, this cave has to have an escape for the interior part, so these get marked off. This 9 at the top has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Always has to take this, but in taking this, it's now at 7, needs to take 2 more together. So those are these. This 8 coming down is 5, 6, 7, 8. That looks good. These have to still escape. Let's see, we've got to take at least 2 with this 6, so it has to take to here. This 4 come over here. Looks like the end of this puzzle is going to be about an escape sequence. So that this group and this group have to get out to the border of the grid, and it's going to be through this cell that's going to get to the border. And if these don't join, then the border comes around both of this, and it's going to limit that 6 pretty quickly. So it looks like we need a path where these do connect. And in doing that, we're going to see that this 6 has to come over. This connection's over through here. This comes up for the 6, finishes off the 3. This has to be marked in. This finishes off the 3. This finishes off the 6. The 8 has a perfectly good count. The 6 needs 1 more cell, and that completes the puzzle. So really fun, medium difficulty cave puzzle from Worms of Can. Again, hopefully a good example if you're familiar now with things like the 2x2 rule and other steps that you could use those throughout the solve to get to a good solution time. Thanks for watching this video, and we'll see you again soon.